Most of us don't know how to take something that's more unconscious and make it conscious. Why? Because most of us had parents that didn't speak the language of the brain or mind in the home. In other words, they didn't seem curious about the child's inner world and help them and teach them to reflect and understand their own internal process. Oftentimes parents fail that because honestly, they themselves don't know how to do that work, or maybe they're threatened by something that the child might feel or that the child might know. Let's say the child was able to put their experience into words and noticed, hey mom, that hurts me when you do that. Well, the mom may not want to hear that. In a case like that, the brain isn't having chances to learn how to track its own internal signals and bring them all the way out into verbal expression. In fact, it may be learning just the opposite, that to survive, it's better just to push those things out of awareness. So many of us actually have schemas that say, unconscious beliefs that say, it's safer not to know ourselves. It's safer not to know what we feel or what we know, or to really get what's going on around us. So if you're someone who is in therapy and finds himself saying, I don't know a lot, then you may need to be curious about what kind of schema might I have that's making it dangerous for me to know myself, to know my needs, to understand and have access to what's going on inside. Because the truth is, many of us came from families where it wasn't that safe, or at least encouraged, to know ourselves. So given that's the case, when we start inner growth work, we have to appreciate we're asking our mind to do something very new, and perhaps that it may have beliefs about don't look inside, no one wants to know that. No one's going to find it's interesting. Whatever I find there, people can't handle. Maybe I myself can't handle. No one really can handle the true me or my true needs. So if you think that might be you, chances are you will need a therapist present with you to say, tell me, I'm so curious. That both seems interested and safe. And if the invitation is really clearly given and we feel safe, which does sometimes take a second to establish, chances are the information will begin to come. Because the truth is, this way of being able to understand and speak from a deeper part of ourselves is a very natural thing for the brain to do. So as long as it's given a clear invitation again and feels safe, with a little bit of patience, information and insight might come, even if it never has before.